All right, let's dive into one of the most epic stories ever told. This is a 600-year-old tale of war, brotherhood, and the never-ending cycle of power. We're talking about the very beginning of the romance of the Three Kingdoms.
The whole story, a century of conflict, is all set up by this one single sentence. It's almost like a law of nature, a prophecy. It tells you right from the start that nothing lasts forever. Even the greatest empires are destined to fall apart.
And that's exactly what we pick up our story. Right at the end of the 2nd century, the Han dynasty, which had been this incredible power for 400 years, is just rotting from the inside out. Corruption is everywhere. The court is a mess of scheming officials, and the common people are the ones paying the price.
Even before the story technically begins, the book just fills the air with these awful omens. You've got bizarre weather, earthquakes, there's even a story about a huge black snake found coiled on the emperor's throne. The heavens themselves are basically screaming that something big and terrible is about to go down.
And that something comes in the form of the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Now, this is not just some small protest. We're talking about a massive peasant uprising fueled by desperation and religious fervor. Hundreds of thousands of people are rising up, and they're threatening to just sweep the whole corrupt dynasty away.
So the imperial armies, they're weak, totally disorganized. The government is pretty much paralyzed. The whole situation is just crying out for new leaders, for heroes who are willing to step up and fight to keep the world from completely falling apart. And in one small county, that call is about to be answered. In the middle of all this turmoil, 3 pretty remarkable guys just happened to cross paths. They couldn't be more different from each other, but they're all driven by the exact same goal: serve the empire and protect the people.
First up, we meet Liu Bei. On the surface, he's just a humble guy selling straw sandals. But get this, he's actually a descendant of the Han emperors. He's calm, he's virtuous, a natural-born leader. Then you've got Zhang Fei, a rich butcher with a voice like thunder, a super fiery temper, and, well, the strength of a giant.
And then there's the man who completes the trio, Guan Yu. This guy is a fugitive, on the run, but he has this incredible presence. He's tall, powerful, has this magnificent beard. He is the absolute picture of loyalty and fighting skill. A warrior who, believe it or not, eventually becomes a god.
So in a peach garden behind Zhang Fei's house, they make this legendary vow. They swear an oath, not just as friends, but as brothers, bound together till the very end. You have to understand, in a culture built on family ties, this, creating a new family based on purpose, not blood, is a huge, powerful statement. It's really the heart of the whole story.
And they don't waste any time. The oath is sworn, and boom, they're forging weapons, gathering a small army of volunteers, and marching right into the thick of it against the Yellow Turban rebels. And oh man, are they effective. Devastatingly so. You take Liu Bei's leadership, mix it with Guan Yu's unmatched skill, and Zhang Fei's raw power, it's just an unstoppable combination. They're winning battle after battle, saving entire towns from rebel forces much, much larger than their own.
But here's what's so important. They're not doing this for money or for fame. Their only reason for fighting is to bring back some justice and protect the ordinary people who are caught in the middle of all this chaos. Their sense of honor becomes legendary, fast.
But here's the frustrating part. Despite their incredible success, despite their unwavering sense of duty, the corrupt imperial court barely even notices them. They get some minor jobs, sure, but they're shown almost no respect by the same arrogant officials they're trying to save. It's a theme you see again and again. True virtue doesn't always get its reward.
So, the Yellow Turbans are eventually defeated. But all that chaos, it created a huge power vacuum. And while our heroes were busy fighting out in the provinces, a new and, honestly, a much more dangerous threat was taking root right in the heart of the empire. This is where a brutal, power-hungry warlord named Dong Zhuo sees his chance. He marches his huge army right into the capital city, grabs control of the government, and with it, the young emperor himself. With the emperor as his hostage, Dong Zhuo basically becomes the ruler of everything, and he is a tyrant in every sense of the word. Cruel, greedy, just completely drunk on power. He starts murdering anyone who opposes him and throws the whole court into an age of terror.
Dong Zhuo's treachery is the last straw. All the other warlords and governors across the land, many of whom become huge players later on, they just can't sit back and watch this happen anymore. A call goes out for a massive coalition to rise up against this common enemy. The real war is just about to begin.
So, why are we still so obsessed with this story hundreds of years later? Well, it's because these opening chapters are setting the stage for something so much bigger than just a war story.
It digs into the most basic parts of what it means to be human, right? You've got the unbreakable bond of brotherhood, the struggle between loyalty and ambition, the brilliant strategies that win wars, and the awful, awful price of power. These are ideas that are always relevant.
So everything we've just talked about, it's not just the setup for a big fight, it's the birth of an entire world. It's a saga that spans generations, all about what it means to be a leader, a brother, a hero, and a villain.
The choices made right here in these first few chapters, that oath in the garden, that first charge into battle, standing up to a tyrant, these actions are going to create ripples that will shape the destiny of China for the next 100 years. This is where the legend is born.
And that leaves us with this huge question that the novel asks over and over again. Are these guys just playing out a destiny that was written in the stars? Or is it their choices, their character, and their vows that actually have the power to shape history?